What's up, y'all? Toya here, and I am back with another delivery video for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, y'all. So I know our last Spark outing did not go as planned, but that's okay. We're moving forward, okay? But we do have another incentive for today. We have a 5-trip, $22 incentive, or 7-trip, $36 incentive. So we got a new strategy today. We're starting earlier. It's just a couple minutes after 8 o'clock. And as I was getting ready, I saw a few pop up and I was trying to grab them. But you know, when you're trying to put your shirt on and then you get stuck in, you're trying to get your arm through. And yeah, so there was a couple that I unfortunately couldn't grab. But it does seem like it's been fairly busy this morning. There's another one that popped up. I think it might be bugged because it kept coming up and it's in a different Walmart that's like 10 miles away. So I'm surprised I was getting that one. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and see how today goes. Like I said, we only need to get the 5. So we've done 5 in one day before. And since we're starting early, you know, maybe we can touch that 7. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and see how the morning starts off. So we're going to do a handful in the morning and then we're going to finish up in the afternoon. And, you know, we're going to go from there. So let's go ahead and head over to a Walmart and see what we can get. All right, y'all. So we have just arrived at the Walmart and we have our first order. We have a 3-stop order. This is going to be $24.22 for 6.7 miles. So we have 2 deliveries here. Now, I would prefer to only do 1, but you know, you gotta take what you can get. I would say my limit right now, honestly, my limit is probably going to be like 3, maybe 4 if they're like in close proximity. So yeah, but that's pretty much where we're at right now. But yeah, we're just waiting for them to bring out the merchandise and we will be on our way. All right, y'all, so we just picked up everything and yeah, it's not too bad. One of these, it looks like there's some dog food in here, and the other one, it's not too bad. I think there is some cases of pop, but you know, it's not too bad. So we are 5 minutes from the first drop-off location, and the second one is, I think, 5 minutes from that one, so it's not that bad of a drive at all. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, y'all. All right, guys, we are at the next drop-off location, and yeah, let's get to it. There's no bell. All right, let's go, y'all. All right, y'all, we have our next order right here. So we have a $13 going 3.2 miles. So yeah, we are about to pull up right now, and yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm not delivering another order. That last order that I just picked up, it ended up getting canceled. I was waiting about 11 minutes. I was waiting 11 minutes and it got canceled on me. So yeah, I did get decent payment for it. I got $9 for it, but it doesn't count towards the incentive. So once again, I'm throwing in the towel and I'm calling it. But I came across something very, very interesting. And the reason I came across this is because I stuck around the Walmart a lot longer than I would normally stick around. Because, you know, sticking around in the parking lot all day, that's not it. But I noticed something interesting. When I first pulled up, it was around, I think, 8:10. I was like 8:10, 8:15. It was a little bit after 8 o'clock, right? And I pulled up and I noticed there were a handful of cars, you know, probably people doing the same thing that I'm doing, sitting in the parking lot waiting for orders to pop up, right? So the way the pickup area for this Walmart is, you have the store, and then you have the pickup parking spaces, and then you have this back area of spaces that's behind the pickup spaces. And I just kind of pulled in so I'm facing the store so you can see the parking spaces and everything like that. So, and that's kind of what a lot of other people were doing too. There was like maybe 2 or 3 other cars that did the same thing. And over time I was seeing some people come in, some people leave, stuff like that. And I noticed something kind of odd, because there is a gentleman that got out of his car, and I noticed he had a handful of phones. He had like 2 or 3 phones in his hand, right? And he's on the phone talking to somebody. He's holding these other phones, and I'm like, is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? So I decided to stick around to just see what was gonna happen. I stayed in that parking lot probably a good 30-45 minutes. Definitely something that I'm not gonna do on a regular, but I kind of wanted to see if this was actually the case. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but this is kind of like a hot topic that's going around the gig economy about the migrant situation and the gig apps. So I didn't really think it was a thing that was affecting me in my area until I saw this. Okay, so like I said, there was a gentleman that I noticed, and he had a bunch of phones. So I'm like, okay, let me just scope it out and see what's going on. Okay, I'm still waiting for orders, right? So I was like, you know, if I get a good enough order, I'm just gonna dip. But until then, I'm just gonna post up and, you know, see what's going on. So about 15 more minutes go by since I had noticed this gentleman, and there was somebody that pulled up, and he parked in one of the pickup spots. Okay, and he got out of the car and proceeded to the car where the gentleman that had all the phones that I noticed where he was parked. And that guy got out of the car, and they walked up towards each other, and the guy had like 4 different phones in his hands, and he's talking to this guy, and then they swap phones. And I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. Now, I would have loved to have footage of this, but this was like happening on the side of me. So my dash cam, it didn't even pick it up because it was just out of range. So unfortunately, I don't have any actual video footage of the exchange. But yeah, so I saw that happen, and then the guy, like I said, they swap phones, goes back to the pickup spot, and about 5-6 minutes later, he goes and gets his stuff in the car, loaded up and everything, and he takes off. And this guy over here, you know, he's back in his car with, you know, who knows how many phones in his possession. And the same thing happens. You know, another 10 minutes go by, and I see somebody pull up and do the same thing, come over to him, exchange phones. They go ahead and get their car loaded up, and this guy goes back to, you know, sitting in his car. And eventually that guy, he ended up pulling off and driving off, and who knows where he went. But yeah, so I saw that, and then I saw another instance. There was somebody that pulled up in a parking spot for pickup, and a gentleman that was parked literally like 2 spaces down from me, because I'm thinking he's just waiting for orders like I am. He gets out of his car and then gets in the back seat of the car that just pulled up in the parking space ahead of him. And they go and wait for a few minutes, they get the order, and they drive off. So I'm like, hey, no way. Hey, no way. So yeah, I don't want to get too much into this topic because I wanted to do a video about this anyway, and it's just perfect timing that I actually came across this, that, you know, I can go ahead and include this and say, you know, I actually seen this for myself. So stay tuned for that. Actually, I'm probably going to have that video come out before this one. So yeah, but I just kind of wanted to wrap up this video for Spark because, you know, I have full intentions of doing the incentive, but, you know, that just caught my eye, and I'm like, I just had to see for myself. I had to see for myself. And so since I got that canceled order, it was already like noon at that time. So it was, I could have gone and like bounced over to other Walmarts, but I just didn't feel like wasting gas or anything like that. So I just took my one order that I did earlier, and I took the second one, which of course ended up getting canceled. So I was trying to go for the incentive, but after that cancellation, I just said, you know, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I feel like I got enough information that I need for, you know, this other video that I'm gonna do. But, you know, like I said, I don't want to go ahead and get too much into it right now, but like I said, I'm probably gonna have that video come out before this one. So just go back, like, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 videos ago, and you'll see my breakdown and my thoughts on the situation. But I just wanted to let you guys know what I came across and what I saw, and yeah, just to let you know. So yeah, I'm just curious to know if you guys have experienced this in your market. So yeah, because I'm hearing about it a lot more and more. Like, I don't know if I thought that it wasn't an issue, at least in this particular area. I mean, I know Chicago's a sanctuary city, so, you know, being the suburbs, you know, it's not like I'm that far from Chicago. I guess it makes sense, but who knows? I don't know, but like I said, I just thought I needed to share it with you guys to just let you know that, you know, this actually is something that's kind of happening. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and give my full thoughts in that video about this situation and how it is affecting the gig economy. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, that's really all I got for this video. I was not expecting it to take this kind of turn, but you know, it did. So yeah, I gotta hear you guys' thoughts about it. And like I said, I'm probably already gonna have that video discussing this in detail. It's probably already gonna be out, so feel free to go back and watch that one if you haven't watched it, and then, you know, we'll do a deep dive and everything like that. So yeah, I guess all I can say is the one order that I did do you guys think it was worth it? Let me know in the comments. But before I let you guys go, I have to remind you to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. And as always, stay safe out there and keep grinding.